What's up, guys and gals? Just a little bit of a talk, a rant, as it were, about tools in different brands and stuff, and which one is the best. I mean, do we really know? I mean, if it's got a name stamped on it, you might believe that it's like Craftsman or maybe Duralast, you know, or possibly Gear Tech, or even Harbor Freight. It has no stamp on it, but or Hyper Tough, you know, great neck, makes a really good torque wrench, but there's Stanley, Popular Mechanics. Kemble Hosfeld makes some impact tools which are really good. So what is the best? Really, I've had so many different kinds. I've even got some snap-on sockets somewhere, just a couple of them. I got them in like a box of junk at a yard sale one time, and they're around here somewhere. There are some rarely used ones, but I kept them anyways. But as far as the way I feel, the best tools are the ones that do not break on you. That is the truth. And honestly, I've had Craftsman tools just snap. Quarter-inch drives to half-inch drives. I've had Stanley tools that outlasted Craftsman tools. Actually, I still have a quarter-inch drive and a 3/8 drive Stanley ratchets that I've actually used for probably close to 15 years. I've had them that long. My torque wrench I've had, the Great Neck torque wrench I've had for quite some time. It's not failed me yet to be right, so I think that as far as torque wrenches go, Great Neck is a good one to get. You know, ratchet wrenches, these Gear Techs I've had for several years, and I've actually only broke one of them, but that was my fault because I was over torquing something with it, and it was because I was upset and stuff. But as far as the Harbor Freight ones, I think I've actually broke like 2 of them out of that particular set. As far as the Hyper Tough regular wrenches, these are something kind of new. I haven't really had any problems with them. They seem to be pretty well built, and you know, they seem to be pretty sturdy. As far as like stuff like Craftsman, like I say, I have broke some of my Craftsman stuff over the years, and not by any fault of my own, just by using it regularly and then snap, you know, shred the gears in there for whatever reason, probably because they was umpteen years old and I used them way bunches. So in all honesty, I really have to say that the actual best tools are the ones that do not break on you. You know, I've got some stuff that's like tool cell stuff that I've had for ages, although I don't use it very often, but you know, it's still around, it still does what it's supposed to do, you know. So in my opinion, as it were, the ones I really like the best, as far as the ones that I use, out of the ones that I use the most, are actually my Stanley ratchets and my Craftsman ratchets. I really like they're kind of smooth. they're pretty smooth and easy to use, obviously, you know, and they seem to work as they should. So my personal favorites are actually are pretty much actually the Stanleys and the Craftsman's. Like I say, and when you're talking about Snap-on or Mac Tools or whatever, you're just paying for a name, and half the time you can't even get a hold of that stuff because they only go to certain people, you know. But whenever this same ratchet costs you 5 times as much just because it says Mac or Snap-on, it's kind of silly, because this thing has done me good for several years, you know. As far as like all my other tools, like screwdrivers and stuff, well, basically I haven't had much of a problem with most any screwdriver I've ever gotten. As far as sockets, I've broken about every brand there is. Wrenches, I've bent and broken about all the brands that you could imagine. So anyways, just my little spiel on it is the best tools are the ones that don't break on you, no matter what name is stamped on them. Even if there's no name stamped on it, if it lasts, then it was a good buy, it was a good purchase. I've bought numerous things from Harbor Freight, and I still have several of them. I had actually sold off a bunch of my tools some time back because I needed money. But anyways, I kept enough stuff that I could do pretty much anything I needed to do with. But as far as this video, you know, you can take it for what you want. You know, you can discuss it down below in the comments what you think the best tools are, or whatever. You know, you can discuss it with, you know, and I'll be glad to discuss it back with you, you know, if you choose. But anyways, for this video, I'm gonna call it done. I appreciate you guys watching. Feel free to subscribe, hit the notifications, and have a spectacular day or night, whichever one it is for you. Peace out.